Hello everyone, and welcome to our quick product demo. Today, we are going to show you exactly how Inventoro reduces inventory and helps you increase profits. Let's start with the forecast page. This graph shows your sales forecast, inventory forecast, and a safety stock. Before we start to forecast future sales, we prepare the historical data first. This is the green part of the graph, and the blue one is the automatically created sales forecast for the next 24 months. But before we move on, make sure you connect your data. Otherwise, you won't be able to use Inventoro's forecast technology. You can do it by clicking Connect button on the top right corner, and then choosing the integration method that suits you the best. So, how do we calculate sales forecast? First, we identify and clean off every outlier from the historical data. Second, we detect every stockout in your history, calculate the duration, lost sales, and give you recommendations how to avoid them in future. And finally, we detect every seasonal aspect, every pattern within your data from weak to strong seasonality. Once we have the data cleaned, we run over 100 forecasting algorithms. These are a mixture of statistical methods, as well as AI, deep learning, and neural networks. Altogether, create a highly accurate sales forecast based on your data. Moving on, the red part of the graph is your inventory forecast. By combining sales forecast, items data, purchase orders, and on-hand and in-transit inventory, we can present you the 24-month inventory projection. You can speculate on the capacity of your warehouse or fulfillment center in the future. You will see a complete picture of the future flows, sales, and inventory. You can speculate and buy more inventory if you see free space in your warehouse. And finally, you can decrease your working capital by at least 25%. The gray part of the graph is your safety stock. We prepare a projection of safety stock as additional information for you and your decisions. Safety stock is a part of your inventory that absorbs every uncertainty in delivery times, lead times of your suppliers, and uncertainty in sales forecast accuracy. We can describe safety stock as a level of extra stock that is maintained to mitigate risk of stockouts caused by uncertainties in supply and demand. If you'd like to customize the forecast, just use one of those filters. Warehouse filter. Here, you can narrow sales forecasts to a warehouse level. We take care of data from every warehouse you run, because all of them are different and can have different patterns within your demand. For example, if you have multiple warehouses in different countries, you can simply apply a filter and the sales forecast will show you data from those you've chosen. Category filter. Here, you can see sales forecast on product category level. When you add a new product to an existing category, we start with the history of this category, and you can see if it is strongly seasonal or has other special patterns, if it has an increasing or decreasing trend. And products filter. Here you can see sales forecast on individual products level. Now, let's move to the winners and losers page, a product segmentation feature of Inventoro. As a user, you can choose the main criteria for your product segmentation, for example, profitability, revenue, or sales frequency, which is highly recommended by us as the most customer-driven criteria among them. We will talk further about this in the strategy section. So, based on this, we divide your portfolio into 3 groups: winners, losers, and chasers. Winners. Winners are the most important part of your portfolio. These are your best sellers. It is advisable to keep these products in stock all the time. Here, you can see what part of your portfolio it takes. And here's the list of these products. Inventoro can optimize the inventory level to as high availability as possible to eliminate lost sales, stockouts, to maximize your revenue and profitability. Chasers are your biggest category in the number of goods. This category represents most of your products, although if analyzed item by item, they don't sell so well. However, they attract customers to your store or eShop. Here, you can see what part of your portfolio they represent. Losers. Losers represent your dead stock. There simply is not much positive to say about this category, and you should try to get rid of them as fast as possible. Losers sit in your warehouse taking up space and waiting until you finally get rid of them, often expiring in the meantime. Now it's time to see the Strategy Settings page. Strategy settings allow you to adjust what is currently important for you in your business cycle and set up suppliers' info, such as lead times and purchase periods. Changing strategy settings tells our system what products should be considered as winners in the product segmentation page. Remember when we spoke about this earlier in winners and losers? We wanted to simplify the settings, so we chose the 4 most common settings you will find in retail business. Profits put your most profitable products as winners. Revenue sets products, which create the most of your revenue, as winners. Sales frequency turns most frequently sold products to winners. Sales quantity makes products that sell in the highest quantities as winners. Now let's move to purchase periods and lead times. Here, you can set the desired purchase period for every supplier. Purchase period is a time period you want to cover after one purchase order will be delivered to your warehouse and before the next one will arrive. Lead time is the time interval between placing an order at your supplier and delivering it to your warehouse. Sometimes we can dynamically calculate real lead times of your suppliers. If not, you can set the interval by yourself. For example, 7 means 7 days from the day you will send a purchase order to your supplier till the day of delivery to your warehouse. Let's go to the replenishment page. Replenishment is the process of inventory restoration, which is the most critical part of retail supply chain management. This is the function where it all comes together. From the sales forecast, we see future sales, and we know how many clients are coming to buy and when. From winners and losers, we know the service level for each product. Put these 2 pieces of information together, and you have the perfect supplier order list for each day. Ordering new items for your inventory is the moment when you, as a business or shop owner, can save the most money and increase customer satisfaction at the same time. Let's have a look at this more detailed. Order proposal is the core element of replenishment. It shows you our supplier order recommendation. Follow this recommendation and you will never face stockouts. Here, you can see the names of the products which need to be ordered from your suppliers. Here you find the date we suggest you place an order. Red-colored date is a signal of high stockout risk. React fast so you will have enough items to sell. Green-colored date is a signal of low stockout risk. Don't panic, but keep an eye on it. Let's look at our purchase forecast graph. It shows you how much you will need to order in the upcoming days, so you can plan your cash flow better. You can also filter optimal replenishment suggestions by time period, by supplier, by warehouse, and even by SKU. Just use the desired combination of filters by selecting from the drop-downs and see what you should order. Let's have a look at the last 2 pages. Reporting is a quite time-consuming process, so we took care of it and prepared 3 main reports for you. First one, Stock Overview. The report where you can see which part of the portfolio is overstocked or underestimated. Quite useful for marketing activities. Second one, Sales Forecast, is a forecast report for every SKU 12 months ahead in quantity, cost price, or sale price. You can use it for your business analytics, setting KPIs, or OKRs. And the final one, Potential Stockouts, shows you current or near future stockouts report, so you can prioritize communication with suppliers, speed up business processes, or plan marketing activities. And finally, let's see what Golden Brick is. Golden Brick tells you exactly how much money you can save in inventory and monitors that number over time. The first line here shows your current availability of products and the percentage of these products available for sale. which also indicates how much of your products are not for sale. The second line translates that number into value, showing you how much money you're losing in lost revenue each month. The last part shows you how much money you have in overstock. It shows you the opportunity to reduce your inventory in value. Remember that this is calculated based on your own data, so once you improve those numbers, you'll see the progress in the app. You can watch as the value of your dead stock decreases over time. Thanks for your attention. Connect your data and start to buy less and sell more with the Inventoro app.